good morning and welcome to this episode of Superior Angling. It is fall time and we are here in Ontario fishing with Tori, and we're going to be chasing some walleyes on a river system that has a lot of structure. It's very deep. It's a little bit challenging of sorts, but the nice part about fishing this in the fall like this is a lot of your fish are relatively deeper. We can utilize our Lowrance electronics. We can get some live scope down there and see these fish on structure. Lots of big sand dunes, sand structure out here. As you can see behind me, a big rock wall. It's absolutely gorgeous up here. Very, very scenic, and there's some gorgeous walleyes in this body of water as well. So that's our plan. We're gonna get down some Northland artificial baits today. Deep V jigs, impulse plastics, some puppet minnows. You know, we're just gonna throw artificials at these fish all day long. No live bait needed to catch walleyes up here, which is a absolute blast. So we're gonna let Tori get into a little bit more about exactly what we're using, kind of the type of structures and depths that we're gonna fish. But yeah, let's get this boat idling around, try to grab some fish, spot lock over them, and get baits in the water. Stick with us, it's gonna be a good one.
As Grant said, we're up in Northern Ontario fishing a river system here today. We're targeting fall walleyes in neck down areas of the river. Current breaks, we're gonna rip some puppet minnows today to start out. It's gonna be one of our go-to baits. I'm fairly sure they love that bait in the fall time. They'll pounce on that thing and they're in here feeding heavy. Another thing we're gonna try today is the Northland Deep V flash tail jig. Another good option is a hair jig in the fall time. These fish are in here chasing smelt. Cisco's, they're just feeding, so we want to have an aggressive bait, something that imitates what they're feeding on, and do our best. We're not going to fish live baited all today. We got a lot of options with plastics. That's a Northland Deep V and an eye candy minnow, plastic, so durability is going to be nice on that. So we're going to start out with a puppet minnow and see if we can pull a few walleyes out of these humps in the river. So the main idea today is we're going to target humps. This river's very deep. All these walleyes are going to be congregated up on these humps right now. So typically what we're going to do is we're going to scan around with the Lowrance or the live scope, look for higher areas in this river. Typically it runs from 60 to 120 feet deep. So we're going to look for these fish on any kind of structure that'll be 20 to 35 feet deep. Is about as deep as we're going to push it today for them. But these walleyes will end up sitting on the top of them. Current breaks, we got a lot of sandbars and points that we're gonna fish them behind too, so it'll be just main lake, well not main lake, main river structure, I guess.
Fall is in the air, man. It's chilly. It is chilly.
Yeah, leaves are changing, the walleyes are putting the feet on now.
This is walleye weather.
Nice
Fish.
cool morning.
Fish, 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 fish. Feels like a decent one.
Need the net?
Nah, I think I can hoist them. Dude, that's a pretty walleye. Holy cow.
Oh, look at how dark.
Look at that. I want to see a golden walleye. Wow. Are they always that color in here?
Yeah, they're very dark fish, tea-stained water, and
talk about a golden, half black walleye with a deep V jig in its mouth. That's a good sight. That's a good fish to start our day here in Ontario. Walleyes, I'm excited for today. That's awesome. I love this weather. We're gonna get that guy back quick. I love this weather. We got mist, we got wind, cold temps. It's a little shock to the system for the first cold blitz of the year, but I think this is weather that gets those walleyes going. It pushes them shallower. The little bit of wind, overcast.
yeah, from here until ice up, it's gonna get really good.
I like it.
If you can bear the cold, the fishing is worth it.
Right. For sure. No, it's fun up here.
Yeah, best time of year is right now.
So we're spot locked in about 30 feet right here. Off to our right, it dips down to about 60. Up to our left, it gets to about 15. Really it's all just a big sand dune right here. And these walleyes are situated right on the sides of it. They just roam around. There's no rocks to hold these fish. It's all just sand. When you have sand, that often means roaming fish, right? They're just gonna cruise around in wolf packs and take advantage of any bait that they can find. And that bait for today is our Northland jigs. So hopefully we'll get another one here pretty quick. That was a pretty fish.
Yeah, nice fish. There we go. hanging a little Northland eye candy. Plastic, just a small one. We're starting to see some more fish show up here on this sandy hump in the river, so we got a couple more under the boat right now. I'm gonna get back down and try to stick another one. They're showing up here. Like Grant was saying, they travel in packs. So these fish are just chasing bait around these little humps. When they're rolling by, you gotta capitalize on them because they're here and gone. So you gotta make the best of it as quick as possible. I got 2 fish chasing me right now.
There's a bite. Got him. There's no denying a bite with a jig in a plastic. Just an absolute funk. Feels like a nicer fish. Yeah, it's a good one. A little big to hoist. We're gonna try it. Boom! Gorgeous walleye. Gorgeous Ontario walleye. Jigs and plastics in the fall. It's just all about, you know, finding that little bit deeper structure and using our electronics. You know, obviously you don't need a live scope to catch these fish. They're walleyes, right? But it is a fun entertainment factor. Jigging, you can see these fish interact with their bait, but like that one there, I just cast out, working these jigs back to the boat. But the system that we're on here, it's all just kind of big sand dunes down there. So, you know, walleyes on sand kind of stick out like a sore thumb. So drive around, you know, scan those 35, 40 foot depths, kind of go up onto that structure. And, you know, if there's walleyes there, you're going to see them on your traditional 2D sonar, no matter kind of what brand of graph you have or how nice it is. You know, $100 graph, you're gonna see walleyes on sand. So, you know, spot lock, kind of pitch back onto them. Again, a little bit clear water. I mean, it's not stained, it's not super stained. So these fish are a little bit spooky. So we're trying to stay off this a little bit, kind of pitch our jigs back up onto it. So, yeah, I mean, a couple very nice fish on this cold September day. Got him. That's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool. It's just fun to see those fish behave and interact with your bait on that live scope. Again, certainly not necessary to catch fish, but the entertainment factor is there. That's a nice fish, man. This one's got some bluish tint to his back. Man, that's a pretty walleye. Look at that. Gorgeous walleye. Definitely some blue. It might be hard to see on the camera, but definitely some bluish hues on his fins. Quite a few blue walleyes up here, hey?
Yeah, it's not uncommon.
That's awesome.
They're either nice and dark or they got that blue tint to them.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, you can
That's
definitely
a nice
tell
fish.
that. Very
he's
nice
got some
fish.
blue in his fins. And
very nice fish, man. Gorgeous fish.
yeah, nothing wrong with those.
Solid 19-incher. Beauty. They continue to bite. I love that. That is so cool, that bluish tint.
Just proves you don't need the live bait anymore.
No live bait at all, man. Northland jig and plastic is the ticket. All right, now when we're rigging one of these eye candy paddle shads from Northland Tackle, kind of how you want to do it is, I'll take one out here. Kind of with any more of a swim bait that has a tail on it, you always want that tail angled down. You know, these are kind of shaped like a fish, so you can obviously tell what's the right side up and the right side down. But for other swim baits and you know, baits with the tail, you always want that tail, you can see right here, you want that angled down because that catches the water and that's what entices that bait or makes that bait kind of tail kick side to side. You know, some plastics that you rig up, it's not really too apparent or too evident on, you know, what's the right side up, but you know, with that tail up, it would not have the right action or the right kick. So you want it, always have that tail pointed down like that. So we're just gonna take our hook. And again, this is a little bit different plastic than you know, most people are used to. Again, it's very stretchy. It's very hard to break. And it's also a lot different on putting it onto the hook. It just stretches so much. So you just gotta jam your hook down there and really push that bait up to that jig head. You really almost have to sink it in there. And then, you know, that's rigged up right there. It just takes a lot of extra force to push it up. It's almost like gum of sorts, right? But this doesn't break. It's so nice. You can catch just an incredible amount of fish on one bait. They don't tear. you know, some plastics like a Kitech, for example. Great bait, great action, but you catch one walleye on them, you know, they're torn. You got to put a new one on. Where, you know, with this, I can, you know, easily catch 15, 20 walleyes on one plastic, and it's not gonna break. So that's kind of how you want to rig them up. Again, really push that bait up into that head. These deep V jigs, I'll peel this back. They kind of have a hook keeper right here. You have to, you know, it's pretty much imperative to use a jig with that hook keeper. And again, these deep V jigs obviously have that there. It just keeps that plastic up once you press it up onto the jig head like that. So ready to go? Let's go catch a fish. Fish. That feels like a really good fish. These eye candy paddle shads are putting a lot of fish in the boat here today. Incredible colors, fluid action. Another gorgeous walleye. Come here, buddy. Oh, the colors on these walleyes here. Absolutely just drop dead gorgeous. How golden their bellies are and how black the tops of them are. He's even got a bunch of blue hue in his back. I mean, that there's a walleye, man. So much fun. I can't get over the colors of these fish. Bellies aren't even white, eh? No. Their bellies are so yellow and so vibrant. And these fish just cannot resist a deep V jig and a plastic. That is so much fun. I love September. These cold temps just get these fish moving, get their feed bags on, and you can come out here on the water and have a heck of a time. Let's get this guy back and catch another one.
Just tied into a good one here on the puppet minnow. We had this fish chasing our baits around, and this one just pinned me to bottom here right now. So
what's it gonna be, man?
Big walleye on the puppet minnow. What's a giant, Grant?
Is it?
Yeah, it's a giant.
Tori.
Look at him on that live scope right now. He's just hanging down there.
That's a big fish.
25 feet.
Off camera,
Giant walleye.
We were working this fish for 3-4 minutes. We couldn't get him to go on our jigs and plastics. Tori dropped a puppet minnow down there, and boom, he pounced on it.
Giant walleye. Giant walleye, Grant. That's a 29, that might be a 30.
Gosh, dude.
Buddy.
That's the fish of the day.
Look at that one.
I knew it was huge. That is such a cool fish. I'm speechless right now. Like, I am absolutely speechless.
I'm shaking.
How that fish, we just had to coax him, like off camera, we were working this thing for 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes, and he just lackadaisically just kind of mosey around. Tori dropped a puppet minnow down there, and boom, he was on it.
Got another giant on the screen too right now.
That's literally a blue walleye.
That's a big
See his
blue
blue
walleye.
tail right here, like massive. That's why you come here.
Yeah.
That's why you come to a place
That's what
like
we
this.
wanted. We wanted to find a big fish today, and we did. And,
we got her now, man.
you know, there's more fish rolling through here
That's
constantly, and that's 28 for sure.
Oh, all day, maybe more.
You know, maybe a little better than that, but man, I'm happy with that.
And it's not
one.
just like a pale 28, like it's a gorgeous dark walleye with the blue fins on it, like a legit like 28, 29 inch blue walleye. That's special. That's so cool.
Let's take a peek at her.
Yeah, that makes the whole day.
Look at this gorgeous walleye. Look at that. He's 27 or 28 incher. Getting that fall belly on her. We're gonna get her back quick and grab us another one on the puppet minnow. You can't beat that fall walleyes. Are awesome.
Fish. I just put that paddle shad down there too. It's not a bad fish, man. Man, they're so pretty, hey? Look at that.
Oh, that's the perfect
Look at
one.
that. That's your classic Ontario walleye right there.
If you want to eat fish, that's the one.
18, 19-inch fish, golden color. That is absolutely perfect. Chartreuse. We got bit off by a pike, so I changed it up. Put a chartreuse Northland deep V jig combined with that paddle shad.
Awesome.
First cast. Didn't even touch bottom. Beautiful, beautiful.
Might have
walleye.
to get a little bit brighter here now.
Right. I don't know. There's something about that, man. That pike's still swimming down there with my jig in his mouth, but hey, if I can catch one on the first cast with a bright chartreuse, I'll take it. All the structure on this river is it's literally just sand dunes, essentially underwater. And these fish just roam around. They're just searching bait. They move fast. There's another one. They move really fast. Dude, that's 2 casts and 2 fish with this paddle shad. There's something about that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to switch up here.
There's something about that. That's incredible, huh?
Another nice one too, jeez. That one's got some blue to him.
Yeah, it
Nice.
does, eh? Look at that. How cool. How cool, man. I don't know, chartreuse is kicking butt right now.
Yeah, you got that right.
I mean, white is kind of your standby go-to color that, you know, for any species of fish, but and here's what I like about these plastics too, like they stretch, they don't break, right? And they're gorgeous walleye. 2 casts, 2 fish with that.
Awesome.
We're rolling, man, we're rolling.
Got one.
Yes! Attaboy. Attaboy. They are coming
See,
alive.
I got the white on. Grant's got the
Really nice fish.
the green eye candy on, and just proves, you know, nice 17-incher probably.
That's a good fish. Very good fish.
Nice and gold, a little bit of blue in his fins. But like Grant was saying, we're running the deep V's today. A little bit of chartreuse and pink with white and just a white eye candy. I don't have the paddle tail on, I'm just running the straight minnow style, and it's working really well.
Boom. Fish on.
Awesome.
That's 3 in
That's sweet.
3 minutes.
Yeah,
That's why you come up here and fish. That's
you
fun.
got that right.
That's fun. And there's big potential too. Like there's big fish around. There he is. That feels like a butterfish. That feels like a good one.
Need the net?
Really nice walleye. Grab the net on this guy. Look at that. Boom. Gorgeous fish, man. Oh, they're such cool colors. Look at that. Solid 20-incher, hey? Got the deep V combined with the 3.5-inch paddle shad. That's kind of more of a firecracker, transparent color. But again, a gorgeous walleye. I just love how dark these fish are, huh? They're pretty. A lot of these just have kind of a bluish greenish tint to them that you don't see in very many places. That's a gorgeous fish. Posing for the camera. Awesome walleyes here on this brisk September day. Get that guy back there. Oh, there's a funk. Got him. Just boom. There's no mistaking the hit of a walleye on a jig and plastic, which is surely my favorite way to catch walleyes. A little big to hoist. There we go. Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. Right there. It's kind of a whole smorgasbord of artificial baits that we're using here today, from the puppet minnow to the impulse plastics to the eye candies. All of them are putting gorgeous walleyes like that in the boat. And you know, kind of right now is kind of the start of your transition time. So I would say late August, early September, your walleyes are kind of at the deepest that they're going to be throughout the whole year. You know, water temps are really warm come late August, but as we get into September here, they start cooling down. These fish are going to begin to kind of migrate into those shallow water areas, but right now they're still kind of deep and we can graph them. It's all about graphing these fish.
Here on the live scope, you see those fish chasing that Northland puppet minnow. Got one already. Found a big pot of walleyes here in the river. They're neck down, starting to feed for the fall, so we just pulled up and decided to drop some baits on. It's a nice one. probably about a 17-incher. On the puppet minnow. Loaded here, man. We got a school coming in.
Look at that one charging.
Oh, here we go.
You got it?
Yeah, I got one.
I got one too.
Come on. Double.
Stacked.
Oh my.
They are stacked.
That is
man.
awesome. Yeah, we are on a big pod here.
Incredible day, buddy.
Oh, a nice one too. A nice
Fish
dark
are
one.
So pretty. Oh, look at that. Look at those fish.
Look at that.
That there is the Canadian double. These have a lot of cool blue on the top, eh?
Nice orange belly on them.
Both on Northland deep V jigs.
High candy
Eye
plastics.
candy plastics. What a way.
Avid walleye rods.
What a way to end
Just
this
a day.
Look how blue this one is.
Man.
I've never seen so many blue walleyes in my life. This is just definitely a day to remember. Tons and tons of walleyes. Every one is just drop dead gorgeous. Great colors on them. Fall time fishing just comes alive on river systems. St. Louis River, Rainy River, Mississippi, this river here we're on in Ontario. I mean, fishing just, I mean, it's awesome. No one's out here. Everyone else is out hunting, chasing birds.
Yeah.
We have
We're
the whole,
chasing walleyes.
right, we have the whole body of water to ourselves.
Yeah.
And this is what it's all about. From Corey
fun.
and I, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.